name is Labrinth and you're watching
Grime Daily.
Grime Daily, baby.
With me, Amy. So how you doing?
I'm good, Amy.
You're a bit scared of these birds though, aren't you?
Oh God, these birds are they're making me nervous. Like seagulls, man. They're usually
You don't seem like a nervous guy though.
They're famous for kind of, you know what I mean, throwing the good stuff on you. The lucky stuff.
It's good luck, trust me. So, getting so much attention right now?
Yeah, getting a lot of attention. It makes me very nervous because I'm a very shy guy.
You know, we would never have thought that.
No, well, I have been in the studio for a very long time, so a little
Since you were 15?
Yes.
Wow, and you're only 21, right?
No, I'm a big boy now, but
still a baby?
Yeah, still a baby, man. Still growing up.
Did you expect to get so much attention from both of Tiny's tracks?
No, like when we were making the tracks, it was just us in the studio saying, let's let go, man. Tiny he was like, I want to do some different stuff, and then I was like, I don't want to do this Lady Gaga brief, this Beyonce brief, this, you know what I mean? I didn't want to do the industry brief, so I just thought, do you know what? Let me make my own brief. Let me make a new style. Let me just lose myself.
And that's the way to be, though, right? Musically?
I think it's very, very important to be yourself on anything you do, and that was Pass Out was my lesson. That was that moment where I learnt my lesson, and I was like, let's do me. And it's so wild to see how far doing me has gone.
Describe the feeling of when you heard that was #1. Can you describe that feeling?
I don't know if that actually...
Is that what you did?
No, I didn't actually. I was at my friend's family dinner. Joel Perry, she's actually the writer on Loic's Love Drunk, the new song that I've got. Yeah, and I was in her house and they were having a little family dinner gathering, and she was like, Labrinth just went #1 today. And
just
then,
like that, she just
yeah, that's what happened.
Casually,
while cutting her steak, and then I was like, seriously? And then her mum and dad was just like, okay, cool. So what's that? That's what happened.
And then you did kind of like a little dance and stuff.
I done a little dance. When I went into the toilet, I said, I just need to go to the toilet. May I? And then I walked away, and then when I was in the toilet, I was just like,
crazy.
yeah, that's exactly what happened.
So obviously you just mentioned Love Drunk.
Yeah.
What's it like working with Loic?
Loic's a bad boy, you know. Like when we started working, it was just like it went off as soon as we went in the studio, because he comes from the same background that I'm in. Like he's like from that whole Troy bar scene, the live scene. So his voice is sick, and it's just like that's the perfect thing for a producer. You know what I mean? It's like Michael Jackson with Quincy Jones.
But saying that though, as a producer, have you ever been in the studio with someone and the chemistry is just not there?
With myself? No, I'm playing. I went in with my grandma, and she just wouldn't listen to me. She just thought she knew everything, you know what I mean? And I was just like, come on, man, we've got to get this vocal down.
She weren't kind of feeling the vibe, and you know, it just wasn't
exactly
kind
what it
of
is.
working.
She just needs to sort it out, man. I don't know if she sees this. Grandma, if you're watching, you just really got to sort that out, man.
He just had to tell us right here on Grime Daily, but
he's
sorry, he didn't mean it. He doesn't mean it.
I'm still upset about that.
He still loves you.
Yeah, but anyway, no, I think probably it was an artist that no one knows, and I'm not going to mention the name, but it wasn't. Sometimes it happens in studio sessions. It could be what happened to you before you went to the studio. Sometimes people have just broken up with their partners and come to the studio, and they bring that into the studio.
Issues.
Or some people are, you know, like, you know, before I made Pass Out, it was you work to briefs. You want to make what's out there, and when I was making something different, they found it hard to get with it, you know what I mean? So that's both sessions.
Working with Professor Green?
Can't stand him, man.
Oh,
no, I'm playing.
You were happy and watching, you know.
No, Professor, he knows I love him, man. He knows he's one of the best in the UK. So, and I've known him since Jump Off. Do you know Jump Off?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we crossed paths in Jump Off. I was like 13, it's a little 13-year-old producer, and like I had to do the production battle, and he was doing the freestyle battle, and he killed it, and I was just like, who's this guy? So it's funny that we're working not too long ago.
13.
Long after. Yeah, I was 13.
Wow.
I wasn't supposed to be in the club, I know, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, did they not check your ID?
I think they didn't know how old I was. I looked like a lot older. Do I look young now? just gave myself a facelift.
What else is coming up for you?
I've got my new single Let the Sunshine coming out very soon, like late September. And that's gonna be, yeah, my first single. This is amazing for me. This is like a big thing for me because of course producing singles is not the same as putting something as out that's personal for you, you know what I mean? So it's great that I'm able to do this, and of course signing to Simon Cowell and putting it through his label and him.
Psycho, right?
Yeah, the Cycle, yeah, the Cycle. Well, that's what we're trying to make it, Cycle. But yeah, it's an amazing thing that's happened for me this year, like having the #1 and then going on to do my stuff, getting signed by one of the biggest in the UK. It's amazing.
Am I right in saying that you are the first kind of artist to be signed to a label that is a part of a talent show?
Yeah.
Big.
I know, it's very weird. And it was a hard thing. It was a hard thing because, you know, I got.
Have you met Simon?
Yeah, I have met
Simon.
Simon.
What's he like? Come on, be honest with us. You know, just tell us how it is.
I thought he was going to be a lot more intimidating than he was. He was really cool. That's why I call him Uncle Si, because he's just so cool. Just like, yeah, man, how's it going? But of course, you know, when he's in X Factor, he's got to be that judge.
Of course, yeah. He has to be kind of like the bad guy, doesn't he?
I'm not feeling. Yeah, he's got to be that bad guy.
Album? Are you working on an album right now?
No, because you're supposed to be coming on it.
Oh really?
Remember when we were sitting in the studio
right,
and you said you were gonna come and jump on the album?
Didn't I kind of put that in the diary?
Yeah, but I'm working on an album that's gonna be out next year, and that's just gonna be a little. I always say, basically, I've got this kind of quote that it's a musicography or musicgraph, and I'm gonna take pictures of different sounds, different styles, and I'm gonna pull it into my album, and it's almost going to be like a little collage of my little holidays in music world.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. You also work with Raghav.
Raghav, one of my favourites. Yeah. I love him, man. He's a bad boy. That was an amazing experience.
How did that come about though?
That was through my publishers, because I'm signed with 2 publishers through Stellar Songs, that's Danny D and Tim Blacksmith, and EMI, and basically they introduced me to him. But yeah, Raghav's like, he really is like my brother now, like, and him bringing that whole Hindi side to the music, I really wanted to experiment with that. So in the new single I brought out with him so much.
It's kind of crazy because he kind of had a break for a while,
yeah,
and now he's come back and he's working with you. So everyone's like, wow, what's going on?
Yeah. I think it was just time, man. He needed to come back, but I don't think he wanted to come back on the same like music and same style.
Because obviously he's probably grown as an artist too.
Yeah, he's grown, man. He's definitely grown, and I think musically and vocally he's grown.
Will you be working again with him, or?
Definitely, man. He's one of my favourites.
Anyone else that you're working with?
I'm working with, just finished working with Miss Dynamite. She's a bad girl, and she's on the comeback. So that was we made a wild song in the studio, and I was just recently working with Tinchy Strider and Devlin on some street beats.
Wow, you're really doing your thing right now.
I've got some like new underground beats coming out that are just free for people to download off like different sites and stuff like that. So that will be coming to them very soon.
Saying that though, for people that are kind of doing their music thing, aspiring producers, rappers, singers, what advice would you give them?
The advice that was given to me is do you. Like, you have to do like everything that your heart tells you instead of like following the fashion, because that's not going to make genius or make history.
Do you reckon that's what people are afraid to do? They're afraid to be creative these days? I
think so. I think that's what's created this big change that's happening in UK. Like, UK artists are coming up now and they're not afraid to be who they are, and I feel like Pass Out has been helpful with like giving people that energy to want to do that, you know what I mean?
And for a message for the fans.
Message for the fans: I love you, I love you. I wish I could kiss your faces. Yeah, thanks for the support, man. It's like, that's everything an artist could want, is the support of his fans. So I hope there's more out there, and if you're watching, man, I love you. Join us, Team Lab. Make sure you get onto YouTube. I'm Labrinth TV on YouTube. Twitter's Labrinth the First, and then on my website labrinth.co.uk.
There you have it, guys. Team Lab, should we say, right here.
Join Team Lab.
Yeah.
I'm starting a big campaign. I wish I had like You should go on, hold up my banner. This is an invisible banner.
Here we go.
Team Lab. It says Team Lab on it. Okay, let's roll it in.
Kind of seen it. Oh, wait, don't crease it up though. Yeah, be careful.
Okay, cool.
There you have it, guys. We're at Grab Daily.